Hi everyone, myself Dr. P. Ashok Babu, working as Professor and Head, EC Department. So in this video, I am going to discuss about the Smith chart and applications, advantages of a Smith chart. So here the Smith chart is nothing but it is a graphical representation of various parameters. By using the graphical representation, we can find the impedance, admittance, and whatever it may be, remaining parameters. Also, we can find out the stub matching, single stub matching, double stub matching, or anyone we can find out by using the voltage standing wave ratio, current standing wave ratio. So anyone we can find out by using the Smith chart. So it is a graphical representation of all the parameters. So in Smith chart, the resistive component R and reactive component X are represented in a circular form only. So we know that here the reflection coefficient K is equal to ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. So here if we take common of Z0 in both the numerator and denominator, we have ZR by Z0 minus 1 by ZR by Z0 minus 1 plus 1. So here therefore ZR by Z0 is known as a normalized impedance. So the normalized impedance can be represented as Z small r. Therefore the equation becomes K is equal to ZR minus Z1 by ZR plus 1, where ZR is nothing but the normalized impedance. So here if you cross multiply the equation, K into ZR plus K is equal to ZR minus 1, or K plus 1 equal to ZR into 1 minus K, or the normalized impedance ZR is equal to 1 plus K by 1 minus mod K. So it is a normalized impedance ZR. So here ZR and K both are complex quantities, and we can express the ZR and K both as it is R plus JX. Actually it is ZR. ZR can be expressed as both combination of imaginary and real terms, real and imaginary terms, and K is also a complex number which consists of both the real and imaginary terms. Then it is R plus Jx equal to 1 plus Kr plus J into Kx by 1 minus Kr plus J into Kx. So here if you rationalize the equation, then we have R plus Jx equal to 1 plus Kr plus J into Kx by 1 minus Kr minus J into Kx. So if you rationalize the equation, 1 minus Kr plus J into Kx by 1 minus Kr plus J Kx. So here if you multiply the equation, R plus Jx equal to, so it is 1 minus Kr square, 1 minus Kr square minus Kx square plus 2J Kx plus 2J Kx by 1 plus 1 minus Kr square, just like it is A minus B whole square plus A plus B whole square, A minus B whole square plus A plus B whole square, like that. So here if you multiply the equation, totally we have the equation R plus Jx equal to 1 minus Kr square minus Kx square plus 2J Kx by 1 minus Kr square plus Kx square. So here we can separate the real and imaginary terms. If you separate the real and imaginary terms, that is R is equal to 1 minus Kr square minus Kx square by 1 minus Kr square plus Kx square, and the imaginary will be, imaginary part is, it is x equal to, it is 2kx by 1 minus Kr square plus Kx square, where R is a resistance circle, X is a reactance circle. So equations 1 and 2 will give the two sets of circles when we solve it separately, and equation 1 represents the R circle or resistance circle. Equation 2 will give the reactance or X circle. So here we will see the two circles separately, a constant R circles. So here we know that R is equal to 1 minus Kr square by Kr square minus Kx square by 1 minus Kr square plus Kx square. Just cross multiply the equation. So it is R into 1 minus Kr square plus Kx square is equal to 1 minus Kr square minus Kx square. Just expand the equation. If you expand the equation, 1 plus Kr square minus 2Kr plus Kx square is equal to 1 minus Kr square minus Kx square. So here if you simplify the equation, so here in terms of Kr square into 1 plus R plus Kx square into 1 plus R minus 2R into Kr equal to 1 minus R. So here if you take a common of 1 plus R in the equation, Kr square plus Kx square minus 2R by R plus 1 into Kr is equal to 1 minus R by 1 plus R. 1 minus R by 1 plus R. So here to make the equation into a full circle, then we need to add the R square by R plus 1 whole square on both sides of the equation. Then the equation becomes a perfect square. Then for it is Kr square plus Kx square minus 2r by r plus 1 into kr plus r square by r plus 1 whole square equal to 1 minus r by 1 plus r into 1 plus r plus r square by r plus 1 square. So here if you take LCM and simplify the equation, then we have 1 by r plus 1 whole square. Therefore, it is r plus 1 whole square it is. So here we have r plus 1 into 1 minus r plus r square. So it is 1 minus r square plus r square by 1 plus r whole square. R square as well cancel each other. Therefore, we have 1 by 1 plus r square. Therefore, the equation becomes kx square plus kr minus r by r plus 1 whole square plus 1 by r plus 1 whole square. So here the equation 3 represents a circle, and it is also known as a resistance circle with a radius 1 by 1 plus r, and which is having the center at 1 by 1 plus r, comma 0. So this is known as a resistance circle. So it can be represented as a resistance circle can be represented as like this. All the circles. So it is kr resistance r equal to 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.7, 0.6, 0.8, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. We can represent up to infinity. So these circles therefore have their centers on the positive kr axis only and are contained in the region 0 and 1. So here r equal to 0 correspond to a circle with center 0, 0 on the k plane. All constant r circles touch the point 1, 0, including r equal to infinity circle also. So this is known as the resistance circles. So this is a family of resistance circles. Similarly, we can have the constant reactance circles. So here we have the equation x equal to 2kx by 1 minus kr whole square plus kx square. If you cross multiply the equation, it is 1 minus kr whole square plus kx square equal to, it is 2kx by x. So here if you expand the equation, it is 1 minus kr whole square plus x square minus 2kx by x is equal to 0. Or if we add 1 by x square on both sides, then the equation becomes a perfect square. Then we have kr minus 1 whole square plus kx minus 1 by x whole square is equal to 1 by x we have. Just we need to add the 1 by x square term on both sides of the equation. Then we have kr minus 1 whole square. It is kr minus 1 whole square already is there. Kx square minus 2kx by x. 2kx by x, it is kr minus 1 whole square plus, so here we have kx square minus 2kx by x plus 1 by x square equal to 1 by x square. So it is just like a square plus b square minus 2ab. Therefore, it is kr minus 1 whole square plus kx minus 1 by x whole square equal to 1 by x square. So here equation 4 represents a family of reactance circles with center 1, 1 by x, with center 1, 1 by x and radius 1 by x on the k plane. So it can be represented as, the x circles can be represented like this. So these are the x circles. So it is x axis, x equal to 0, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1 like that. In the positive x axis along the negative x axis, it is minus 0.2, minus 0.4, minus 0.6, minus 0.8, minus 1 like that. So you can represent the both positive and negative values on the reactance circle. So here x being the reactance can be a positive or negative. Whenever x is positive, the circle lies above the horizontal plane, that is ax equal to kx equal to 0. On the other hand side, when x is negative, the circle lies below the real axis. When x equal to 0, the circle degenerates into straight line, that is kx equal to 0, because the straight line is the circle whose radius is infinity, and for x equal to 0. Therefore, the radius 1 by x will be at infinity. All the circles will pass through the 1, 0 center 1, 0 only. So here the complete Smith chart is obtained by combining both real and imaginary terms. Therefore, it is the complete circle is just like so. It is a resistance circles. The reactance circles are, these are the reactance circles. So the complete Smith chart is like this. So it is combination of both resistance circle and reactance circles. So we'll see the properties of Smith chart. So here the different properties of the Smith chart are, the first one is it is used to find the normalizing impedance. So here the process of dividing impedance by Z0 is called the normalized impedance, and it is used to plot the plotting of impedance, and it is used to determine the standing wave ratio of a transmission line. It is used to determine the magnitude of reflection coefficient K, and it is used to locate the voltage maxima and voltage minima, and it is used to find the open and short circuited lines, and it is used to movement of along the periphery of the chart, and it is used for the match load also. So here it is also used for the stub matching. So here the stub matching may be two ways, single stub matching or double stub matching. Then it is having some peculiar applications. The applications of a Smith chart are, the Smith chart as an admittance diagram. It can be used as an admittance diagram, or it is used to convert the impedance into admittance, or it is used to convert the admittance into impedance, and it is used to determination of input impedance of a transmission line, and it is used to determination of load impedance of a transmission line. It is used to determination of input impedance and admittance of a both short circuited and open circuited lines, and it is used to find the admittance and both impedance and admittance of a open and short circuited lines in all applications of a transmission line. So they are the applications of a transmission line. Properties, applications of a transmission line. So the detailed the Smith chart we will discuss in the next class, next video. So thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.